Hi everyone, and welcome to DIY Mummy's Minute, making budget-friendly crafts. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Now plug in those glue guns and let's get started. So today we'll be making some no-sew decorative pillows for fall, and I will be using my Cricut today just to put some fancy writing on the front of the pillows and make it a little more festive. So the supplies that I'll be using, you'll need a towel, and this is just for ironing. You're also going to need 2 placemats, and I picked these 2 up at Dollarama. I thought they were very festive fall colors, so I will be using them. You're also going to need your iron and your glue gun and your glue sticks, and then you'll also need some stuffing. This I just got from an old pillow that I had. And your Cricut supplies. So you'll need your weeder and your measuring tape, scissors, and then your vinyl. And this vinyl that I'm using today is the Cricut Everyday Iron-On Vinyl, and it's in the color black. And then of course you're going to need your Cricut. I'm using the Cricut Explorer and your laptop or tablet. So the first thing you're going to do is going to open up your designer space for the Cricut app, and you're going to go ahead and click on the text on the left hand corner, and then you get your text box. So here is where you're going to write the word on which you're going to make. So for one pillow I'm going to have grateful, and the other pillow will be blessed. Now you can do these and print them off at the same time. I'm just going to do one at a time to make it a little more easier. Once you have your lettering up there, you can then go ahead and design and pick your font. So that's right here. It says font. And you have a drop-down menu, and there's all different kinds of fonts here that you can first download, or if they're already downloaded, you can just click on them. My computer's quite slow. There you go. And you can go ahead and play around with that until you get the font that you want. The font I'll be using for my fall pillows is called Annie Lou. I love this one. It has the cursive writing, and it just comes out beautiful. So there's my grateful. That's what it's going to look like. So once you get your grateful, you can also go ahead and add another text, and we can put blessed in this one, and that would be for the second pillow. So you can do them both, and over here it shows you that's 2 separate cuts. So you can do that, or you could do one at a time, whatever you feel comfortable with. We're just going to work with the one, so I'm going to delete the blessed, and we'll work with grateful. So Cricut has templates that you can use, and they actually have a pillow template. So you just click on their templates, and they have all different kinds of things here, but we're going to search for a pillow. And we'll hit search. And there's a pillow, so we're going to click on that, and it's actually going to add the pillow to the back here, and that way we can do our measurements and we can get the exact measurement on how big we want this grateful to be, and get an idea of what it's going to look like on the pillow. So at the top here, they have standard sizes. So they have a twin, queen, king, body pillow. Those are all standard sizes. Or you can do a custom. We're doing a custom just because I'm making these pillows out of placemats. So we'll measure them and enter it in here, and that will give us the exact width and height that we need. We're going to use our measuring tape, and I'm going to use centimeters, or you could do inches. My Cricut's set for centimeters, so I'll do that. So I got 45.5 centimeters for the width. And for the height, it is 31 centimeters. So we have our custom size. So our width was 45.5. And our height was 31. And there we go, there's our pillow. Now we can make or set the size of the grateful on how we want it to look on the pillow. And all you do is just click on this little arrow. You can make it big, small, whatever size you want. So once you have the size on which you like it on the pillow, you can then go ahead and make your design. So you're just going to scroll over to the top right hand corner and hit make it. And then you're going to come up to the next screen. So the next step is just to slide mirror over, and this is going to give you that backwards design because we are using our iron, and Cricut will remind you of this at the next step. So this mat shows you how big you want to cut your vinyl. So this wording shows you that you're going to need 30 centimeters across and 13 centimeters down. So that is going to show you the size in which you're going to cut your vinyl. So once you click your mirror and you get the size of your vinyl that you need, you can then go ahead and click continue. Our basic material is set on iron. I'll show you that on the machine. So I do have that set on the iron setting, and that's what's telling me. So it's telling me now that I need to make sure mirror is turned on. And then when you're putting the vinyl on, it also reminds you that you want the shiny side down. So it's really good with that. So let's go ahead and prepare that mat. So you're then going to take your mat and you're going to cut your vinyl. So you're going to go 30 over and 13 down, and just make sure that you're putting the shiny part of the vinyl down. So to cut my vinyl, I use this gadget. I got it at Dollarama for $4. So I just measure out the width, which is 13 centimeters, and cut the vinyl. And this gives me that straight line. Don't forget to press the button when you are cutting, and that brings the blade down. Okay, so now we can go ahead and add our vinyl onto our mat. So once you have your vinyl in place, you're then going to go ahead and feed it into your machine. So make sure the mat goes underneath these tabs on either side, and then you're going to go ahead and help it underneath the little wheels. Once you get it there, you're going to feed it into the machine by pressing the flashing arrows. Once it's in place, your Cricut button will be flashing. You can go ahead and press that, and your machine will go ahead and print your lettering out. Once the machine has stopped and the computer shows you it's 100% complete, you can then go ahead and press the flashing arrow button, and this will give you your mat back. You're then going to use your Cricut tool to weed the design out, and I just do this right on the mat. When your weeding is complete, you can then go ahead and remove it from the mat. And you'll just go ahead and set it aside, and we'll go ahead and prepare our placemats for the ironing on. So I'm just going to use my household iron. And you always want to check the material. So this one is 100% cotton. So I'm going to set my dial to the cotton setting. So to get your surface prepared, you're just going to put a towel underneath the placemat and make sure there's no wrinkles in the towel or the placemat. Once your iron is ready, you can then go ahead and apply your design. So Cricut has a great heat guide. I would recommend reading the instructions. It will tell you the firmness in which you need to hold your iron, and also how long you need to keep the heat on to that design. So the first step is you're going to want to go ahead and preheat your fabric. So to do this, I just took my iron and I went all the way around the pillowcase. And once it's preheated, you can then go ahead and apply your design. Once your design is in place, you can then go ahead and apply your iron. So the heat guide recommended that I apply my iron or the heat source for 25 to 30 seconds. Then you're going to flip it over and do 15 more seconds. You're then going to want to let it cool down for a bit. Once it's no longer hot and just warm, you can then go ahead and remove that top layer. So we have our grateful, and I went ahead and made the blessed. So now we can go ahead and take our placemats and go ahead and make some pillows. So to make our pillows, I first just remove the tag, and then using the short side, I then go ahead and take the stitching out. So I don't go the whole width of the pillow, just enough that I can stick my hand and get some stuffing inside. So once you have a big enough opening, you can then go ahead and start stuffing the pillow. I got my stuffing just from an old pillow that I no longer use. So it's kind of bunched all up. So in order to get the full use of it, you're just going to re-fluff it before you put it into your pillow. Once you're done stuffing your pillow, you can then go ahead and close the pillow up just using your hot glue gun. And then your pillow is complete. Thanks for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more.